Thank you very much, State Secretary Dr. Moya, Chief Principal Dr. Kuna. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope all protocols observed. I try to be quick as I learned from the students today. Well, first of all, I really want to thank you for having us in this kind of German roof ceremony. We have seen the tree outside. It's quite traditional and typical for our roofing ceremonies. Yes, the beer is missing, you're quite right, but we will do with water, that's fine. I'm really thankful that I invited to that ceremony to the Center of Excellence for Automotive Mechatronics, because I think that is really something important what we achieving together. Together also with the Kenyan government, as my sister was pointing out, is really interested in finding new ways to bring young people into professional training and into jobs at the end of the day, but because that's what it's all about. We all know that every year 1 million of young Kenyans are looking for jobs, are looking for perspectives, and they have ideas and they have visions what they want to do with their life. We heard that before, so it's of utmost importance to come up with ideas how we can match those expectations for the future. And therefore, we from the German side are very happy, State Secretary, that with the Vision 2030 and the bottom-up economic transformation agenda in Kenya, you are paving the way for having new ideas on how education, how technical education, how TVET could look like in the future. And we can join in with the experience we've got from our side, because that's something, maybe some of our German specialties is TVET, because we have a long tradition in combining industrial training and expertise grown in schooling and in institutes like you as Madam Principal. So I'm very happy to be here. I was pointing out, I myself started like many Germans their professional career in a TVET center. That's quite normal in our country. And I always say that because I think a professional education can open up all the doors for your future way, for your professional way, for your personal life. So it's a good base for education and for starting professional life. And it's not something which is not as valuable as university education. It's a real good TVET education can bring you everywhere. I always want to underline that, and I think that's very important. So I also want to thank the industry who is present and was explaining how important it is to get students from an institute like that, because like the colleague was pointing out from Simba Industries, sorry, didn't get the whole name. Yeah, was pointing out that technology is so much moving. Every year you get new techniques, you get new things to learn. So what you have to have are skilled workers who have an understanding, a traditional, a very profound understanding on their profession. So then they can add with digitalization and with new tools to come up with being fit for the next technical revolution, for the next technical step. And that is very important for both sides, evolving the technology, but also keeping students in work. That's the reason why during our last Kenyan-German governmental consultation, December last year, we had an exchange about what is needed in order to roll out the dual vocational training approach in an even broader sense. You were pointing out how important it is for your government, for the president, to have a broad approach and a broad possibility for all the young Kenyans. Well, and we agreed on two things, particularly in this regard. Firstly, how important digital technology is, and giving the prominence of that also in the curricula of vocational training institutions and schools. And secondly, more companies need to be recruited as partners for this dual training model. So we have to focus in our cooperation, and something we agreed on the new kind of technologies we have to include, and where we have to extend our engagement, and also in the conversation with industry here on board, how to open up the space for more students. And as we've seen, and as we're pointing out, they all get absorbed. They all get absorbed, they are needed in the industry here. So positive moment to be here. One thing I would say to conclude, yes, GSX, KFW, my ministry, Germany did a great part of that work, but I really want to underline it's not only Germany. It's a European approach. I see in the back the flag from Finland. It's with the Finnish colleagues, it's with the French colleagues, it's a Team Europe initiative, and that also should show if we work together, we can achieve much more. So we're trying to do that in Europe, working together as Europeans with our partners across the planet, and it's showing really with your engagement, with our engagement together, we will work for a good future for the young Kenyans. And thank you very much that you're having me. Thank you very much.
So once again, thank you very much for making it, Dr. Gofra, to come here. Thank you very much once again, DIZ. Thank you very much, KFW. When I went to Kiambu, Kenya last time, and saw the building, the residential building coming up, and I almost did not recognize that I was actually in Kiambu Institute. So there is a phenomenal development going on there, and thank you so much, KFW, for the job that you're doing. And I'm looking forward to the same development, at least the what I call the hardware going on with you. I'm looking forward to seeing it in Kerubo, in Riyadh, because that physical development, that infrastructure is what really we mean by access to everybody where we need to provide this. Unless we have these things coming up, then we cannot have the students coming in. So thank you very much, especially for the work that I have seen going on in Kiambu, and this beautiful structure. At least we are doing well as far as access is concerned. And I want to thank you most sincerely. Of course, the Finnish government, thank you so much for what you're doing for us, because we want our young people. It pains my heart, it pains the president's heart when you go to the countryside and you have so many of these idle youth. And when they see some of this beautiful infrastructure coming in, then they are encouraged to come to us and train. Thank you very much for what is happening in Thika. In fact, I had been told that we need another institution in Thika, and I had not agreed until I went there. And really, Thika is growing phenomenally, and we want to invite you also. KFW, you are the hardware people, to come and also help us in coming up with the hardware in Thika, because we already have so many kids there. We need to be expanded so that we can. So really, my coming back here was to come and appreciate each and every one of you. On behalf of the government of Kenya, feel most appreciated. I am humbled to see what we can do together, and we look forward to a very good journey together. Thank you so much.